Hey everybody, this is Jeremiah Craig. This past weekend I went to a couple boot stores because I'm working on another video for boot stores around Seattle. But while I was there, I wanted to try out some boots. I found myself at Beth West, which is a boot store and western wear store up in Snohomish, which isn't too far away from Seattle. And the store owner there, Lance, just had so many different stories and so many different boots that he wanted me to try, and I really wasn't prepared to record two people. Like, I was just set up to record myself or one other person and be behind the camera. So it kind of made the capturing of all of the content that this guy had kind of difficult. So he fit me for a pair of ostrich boots that I didn't get any boots this day. I was just going and visiting these places. And it was pretty incredible how he was able to fit me, and pretty ridiculous about my reply to him fitting me with these ostrich boots. So I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna also put out another video from Beth West next week, and there's a hint in this video about what that video is gonna be about. So I hope you enjoy this. It was a ridiculous experience. I got back and I had to record the video on my computer because all of my devices were dead. Both of my cameras and my phone, everything was dead. I had to do it on my computer, so I apologize for the quality, but I had to do it, and you will understand why when you see it. So I went to Beth West today. It's in Snohomish, and it is an amazing boot store. There's a guy named Lance who runs it. And this dude is just so excited about boots. He loves to just try to find these really interesting sizes and be able to give anybody who walks in there a boot. Even if you have a super narrow foot or a super big foot. He had a 17B in there. It was ridiculous. So he's like, all right, I want to see what I can fit for you. Tells me to put my foot on the ground and lift it up a little bit. And this guy was so interesting. He just went and went. He just would go from one thing to the other, just talking and talking, one thing, one here thing. And I was just trying to record him as much as possible. But I don't know what I actually got. I just got back. I'm sort of going through some of the footage now. And he wanted to test me to see if he could find an interesting fit for me. And he brought over this smooth quill ostrich. Let me just try to find it here.
4 or 5 colors in this ostrich. So.
And you have your own custom line pretty much here.
Yeah, ones that we have had made up to our specifications. Yep.
Wow.
Normally, you know, this is the square toe usually comes with the lower heel, so we had it made with this doctor's heel, 1.5 inch like you have on that Tony. So this is very difficult to get on because it's real throated down right through here for the narrow part of your foot. But give that one a go too if you would like. And
all right, sure.
That'll be quite tight, but that'll give you a little bit of a example. So now you're going to have to get your hammer cocked to put that on right there. It'll have to be with that the same way.
Is this 11 or 10.5?
Neither one. Don't.
Oh, you're surprising me here. Yeah, he's testing. He wants to see if he got a size right just by looking at my foot. He didn't put it on a measuring tape or any other way. He's just like, put your foot down, lift it up, pull up your pant a little bit. All right, now I think I know your size with his eye. And he picks out this one. And he says it's not a 10 or 11. So already I'm thinking this is going to be some crazy size that he picked out for me that's going to fit like a custom boot.
You got to stand up or it'll never go on, I bet. See, this is just a little bit more of custom fit. See, I'm kind of picking your...
You're testing me here.
Well, what I do is no test for you. I'm really testing myself. I look at your foot, okay, and decide what kind of a custom fit would actually fit this young man right here, Jeremy. See? You're a little higher instep on your left foot. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, this left foot fits much tighter. I always thought that my right foot was a little bit of a different size, but my left foot fit really tight into that boot. But it wasn't too tight. You know, it was a snug. It was something that I could live with, and it was a nice fit. Not more than something I could live with. It was something that I could really enjoy wearing. It was a very comfortable boot. Right the moment I put it on, a lot of arch support. I'd never felt that much arch support in a boot like this.
Nice and snug. If it's crowded anywhere from your knuckle forwards, see how this blends here? Right here, you're starting to get a little bit of a what we call bunions. It's a calcium deposit. See how the white part of your knuckle is right here?
Yep.
That's ideal. And then this is like ideal.
Yeah, that's a nice fit there, and the ostrich feels good.
Yeah.
These are great. I'm not, after putting these on, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the square toes on these,
well,
though.
No, they're a little bit too wide maybe for your preferences.
I really liked this boot, but man, it was so comfortable. I was so surprised that he found this boot for me that fit almost perfectly, but it wasn't a 10 or 11. So afterwards, and of course I wasn't recording anymore, he says, "Did you figure out what size that was?" I said, "No, what size did you give me to try?" He says it was a 12B. A 12B. Now, that seems super narrow and too long for me because usually I'm a 10.5 in boots, maybe 11. But then you take up a whole size and then narrow it by 2 letters. It was a B. That is crazy, and it felt amazing. I really liked the color and the heel on these boots. I was very, very impressed. But the toe almost ruined the entire experience for me. The toe in this boot really bothered me. I don't know why. I even said it so to the guy. You guys know when you are standing in line at the grocery store or at the movie theaters or wherever you are, and you just happen to look down, you say, "Man, I got some nice boots. These are great." I do that all the time because why not? And whenever I looked down at these boots, I was just like, oh, God, ew. Who made this toe? That square toe looks awful. I mean, it might look good from this angle, but when you're looking down at them, they look horrible. And I don't know if that's because they're tan and the square toe, or if it's the ostrich. I have no idea why I thought these things were so ugly from the top down, but it almost ruined the entire surprise and experience. I was like, wow, these are comfortable, but what? They're so ugly. I don't know why I disliked this boot so much. Lance was so nice. He fit me perfectly, like 12B. How do you do that by eye? He did it with his eyes. And then I just looked down, I'm like, this is a f***ing ugly boot. I must have hurt his feelings a little. I kind of feel bad, but I'm so impressed that he fit me. But man, that's ugly. I don't see my boots from this angle all day. If I did, it would be okay. Like, I wouldn't be bothered by it. But looking down at him was awful. I feel so bad. Man, Lance at Beth West knows his shit. He fit me 12B by eye. Impressive. Impressive. If you guys are around Snohomish, you gotta give this guy a shout because, man, you gotta visit. Incredible. Incredible. All right, like all of my devices are out of battery. I'm recording on my computer right now because I had to do this. Like 12B by eye. And I'm like, this is an ugly boot.
What? Oh man, it's probably gonna sound like shit too. It's clipping and everything. Oh well. Oh well. Sorry guys, but I had to do this. Yeah, I'll probably do a song about it later. Oh fuck it, I'll just do it right now. It'll keep sounding like shit. I can't believe he fit me with his eye, and he barely even had to try. 12B for me, and all I can say is that toe's ugly. I'm sorry, Lance. Oh, ugly finish. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I can't believe he fit me with his eye, and he barely even had to try. 12B for me, and all I can say is that toe's ugly.